I never really knew I would be a songwriter. I was a teacher. I never really knew I was going to be a musician. But I ended up being a Cajun musician, and then I ended up talking to Mike Dean, actually, is the guy who inspired me to become a songwriter. And he plays at the barn often, and I had asked him one time, how do you write a song? Because it didn't make sense to me. I didn't know what you do. I mean, do you write the lyrics? Do you write the melody? What do you do? And he told me one night, he said, I'll tell you how to do it. And man, I was excited. I got my pencil and paper, and I'm ready to take notes. And he said, you just pay attention. And I remember thinking, what a jerk. You just don't want to tell me how to write a song. And we were at a camp with a bunch of friends, and we were sitting around a campfire, and we ended up talking about the kids of today, because I was a middle school teacher, and I was saying, man, you know, it's really sad that kids today, they don't get to do the fun things that we did. You know, I remember going to my grandmother's house every Sunday and, you know, visiting with the cousins, and we'd sit around the table and we'd eat and we'd tell stories, you know, and now they're on their phones and they're eating at fast food restaurants and they're not doing all this stuff, and he's just sitting there listening to me say my stuff. And then when I finished, he looked at me and he goes, there's your song. So I went home and I wrote it. It's called Where Memories Are Gold. TV took the place of campfires and walking